Hi everyone, today we'll discuss about Python identifiers. Okay, this is a basic concept in a Python. Okay, so first thing is, what is a identifier? Identifier is a nothing but name used in a Python project is called a identifier. It can be a class name or module name or function name or method name or variable name. Those are called identifiers. Okay, so I will take one example. Just you can see here, there is a class called a test class. Within the test class there is a method, okay, def em1, def em1. Here I will create a one variable called a size variable. Size variable. Now you can see here, there is a class name is there. This is a one identifier. Second is method name is there, that is em1, that is a second identifier, and there is a variable called a size variable, that is a third identifier. So total three identifiers are here actually. So why we are defining? Because if I want to access some variables or a functions from the outside of the another class, so in that case that should be, all the identifiers should be unique name. So that's the reason we are creating the identifiers. Okay, so whenever you are creating this identifier, we have to follow some certain rules are there. Okay, whenever you are creating a identifier, we have to follow a rules. So first rule is, the identifier name should be allowed uppercase A to Z, lowercase a to z, 0 to 9 digits and underscore. In Python, dollar symbol is not allowed, but in Java, dollar is also allowed. Okay. So now for example, you can take, here you created a class name called a test. So all the, whatever the characters you used here for a class name, all are allowed characters. So that's the reason this is a valid identifier. So this is a valid identifier. Example, we can take a class name called a test. This is a valid identifier. So if you give a test at the rate symbol, then this is a invalid identifier. So okay, what is the reason behind for the invalid identifier? Because at the rate symbol is not allowed. Okay, this is the first rule. What is the second rule? Second rule is, so now for example, I will create a class name called a test123. Is there any issue? This is perfectly fine only. This is perfectly fine only because all are allowed characters are there. But if I created a class name called a 123 test, this is a invalid. What second rule is telling? The identifier name should not be starts with the digits. This is a second rule. Okay. What is the third rule? Third rule. So now I will create a three variables. Num is equal to 0, num is equal to 10, num is equal to 20. So what third rule is actually saying? All these variables are same or different? All the three variables are different here, because in the first variable all are lowercase, second variable first character is uppercase, in the third variable all are uppercase here. All the three variables are different because identifiers are case sensitive. Identifiers are case sensitive because Python itself is a case sensitive language. And the fourth rule is, what is the fourth rule is? Now I will create, for example, I will create a variable called if is equal to 10. If is equal to 10. So this is a valid or invalid? This is a invalid. Because if is what actually? If is a reserved word in a Python. So don't use any reserved words as a identifier. Don't use any reserved words as a identifier. If I give, if I is uppercase, f is a lowercase, this is perfectly fine only because this is not a reserved word. All the reserves means in a keywords, all the keywords in a Python are lowercase. So this is not a reserved word. Okay. So that is a fourth rule. What is the fifth one? Fifth rule. If you created any variable, for example, test space 123, this is a invalid because space is not allowed in a identifier. Clear? I hope it's clear. Comment it and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.